Life cycle of a star. WebQuest. Watch it, read it, explore it, illustrate it. Make a copy of the slideshow and complete the following slides. Slide 2. Watch it. Go to this link and watch the video. The life cycles of stars. The URL is case sensitive. Then answer these questions. Briefly describe the process of nuclear fusion. Number 2. How does mass play a role in the life cycle of a star? Number 3. What is a white dwarf? Slide 3. Read it. What is a supernova? Part 1. Read Part 1, jot down notes and drawings that will help you remember the meanings of the words you can use, the space below. Universe, supernova, binary star systems. The universe is made up of all matter and space that exist. In our universe, there are billions of stars. A star goes through a life cycle, just like a human, plant, or animal. The steps of the cycle just look a little different. One step of the life cycle is the supernova stage. A supernova occurs when a star explodes. Supernovas can happen for two different reasons. Both occur in the center of the star. In binary star systems, there are two stars orbiting the same point. When one of them is a compact star called a white dwarf, it can pull matter from the other star in the binary system. It continues to pull and pull, taking in matter until it can't take any more and then explodes. The other type of supernova occurs when a star is dying. The star's nuclear fuel begins to run out, and the core of the star becomes so heavy that it can't handle its own gravitational force, which is an attractive force that pulls all mass together. The core collapses in on itself and causes the supernova explosion. Slide 4. Read it. What is a supernova? Part 2. Read Part 2, jot down notes and drawings that will help you remember the meanings of these words. You can use the space below. White dwarf, gravitational force. These events don't last long. They burn hot and fast, but scientists can use these events to better understand the universe around us. Supernovas have taught us about elements found within the universe and how they are like elements we have on Earth. Elements that explode out from the supernova can travel across the universe to create new objects like planets or stars. Supernovas have also shown us that the universe is growing, changing, and expanding all the time. We don't see supernovas very often in the Milky Way, our galaxy. We have a lot of dust within our galaxy, making it difficult to view. Despite this, supernovas can occur in any galaxy. Recently, a NASA telescope, Chandra, showed remains of a supernova from over 100 years ago. Slide 5. Read it. What is a supernova? Questions. How can supernovas form? A. When a white dwarf accumulates too much matter from another star. B. At the end of a star's life cycle, when the fuel has run out and it explodes. C. In a nebula, due to the force of gravity. D. Both A and B. Number 2. Where do supernovas take place? A. Between galaxies. B. In galaxies throughout the universe. C. In the center of the universe. D. Along the edge of the universe. Number 3. What role do supernovas play in the universe? A. They create all the sound we hear on Earth. B. They provide water to planets. C. They clean up the remains of stars. D. They help to spread matter and elements throughout the universe. Slide 6. Explore it. Use the life cycle of stars diagram to answer the following questions. Study the diagram for 2 minutes and write down some observations. Low mass stars, high mass stars. The red giant, mid-sized star, red dwarf, blue dwarf, planetary nebula, white dwarf, black dwarf, neutron star, black hole, supernova, red giant, massive star. Slide 7. Explore it. The diagram shows the life cycle of a star. Stars have life cycles but aren't really alive. Number 1. Where are stars born? Number 2. What determines which life cycle path a star takes? Slide 8. Explore it. The diagram shows the life cycle of a star. Stars have life cycles but aren't really alive. What are some differences between high mass and low mass stars? When and how are black holes formed? Number 3. What part of the life cycle is our sun in? Slide 9. Explore it. The diagram shows the life cycle of a star. Stars have life cycles but aren't really alive. Number 1. What are some differences between red giant and red supergiant? Number 2. What appears to be happening during a supernova? Slide 10. Research it, Part 1. Go to Star in a Box, this link. Make sure the slider is on normal. Open the lid. Click on the white thermometer icon on the right. Click the play triangle to start the simulation. Number 1. What do you notice about the temperature of the star throughout its life cycle? Answer. Slide 11. Research it, Part 2. Click on the white mass icon. Play the simulation again. Number 2. What do you notice about the mass of the star throughout its life cycle? Get your answers over here. Click on the information at the top of the box. Read the information. Explain why the star swells up as it goes through its life cycle. Slide number 12. Organize it. Use the pieces to fill in the life cycle of the star diagram. Word bank. Red giant, red dwarf, massive star, neutron star, white dwarf, black hole, planetary nebula, main sequence, nebula, black dwarf, blue dwarf, red supergiant, supernova. Use the word bank to correctly fill in the diagram. Slide 13. Write it. Question 1. Explain how mass impacts the life cycle of a star. Slide 14. Describe the typical cycle of a low-mass star. Slide 15. Describe the role of a nebula in the life cycle of a star. Slide 16. Are you ready for a quiz? See Mr. Caesars.